everyone, and welcome to Positivity with me, Danielle. So, today I want to talk about training. I've been getting a lot of DMs about what is going on with my training. So, first, I've been getting a lot of DMs asking me if I'm planning on joining military. I am not. I also was getting a lot of DMs about if I was planning and joining law enforcement. I am not. The reason why I have been training is, first of all, for self-defense, self-protection. I want to be able to protect myself. I want to be able to protect my kids, protect my family. That's number one to me. That's why this journey started in the first place. After that, I sort of got interested in helping people. I want to be able to teach women to protect themselves. And that doesn't even just include firearms. But I do eventually want to take my instructor course so I can teach women fundamentals if I need to. I would rather have it and not use it all the time than not have it, if that makes sense. So that wasn't a goal of mine at first. Well, I wasn't a sure goal, but now I am pushing towards that. Another thing is my domestic violence classes, which is sort of just, I want to reach out to women who have gone through domestic violence, who are going through domestic violence, and sort of bring them all together and show them that there are people out here that care, that there are resources out here that can help you. When I went through what I went through with domestic violence, I do not feel like I had the resources that I have now. I do not feel like I had the encouragement. I do not feel like I had the community. I do not feel like I had people that were sort of like, hey, I went through that too. And it sort of made me hide it even more. It's already a very tough pill to swallow. It's already very hard to know that someone made you into a victim, but it's even harder to know that you don't have a support system, or that some people will blame you, or that some people just don't care. So I want to be that person that sort of can put like a group together to show that people do care, and that there's people out here that have been through what you've been through and have overcame it, and that we are not victims, but we are survivors. And I want to try to also put together classes for self-protection, whether, like I said, it's not just being able to shoot. It's more of paying attention to your surroundings, making sure you lock your doors at night, paying attention, noticing when things are different, not going next to certain vans, trying to just pay more attention to stuff that's going on around you, because that's a big thing when it comes to self-protection. Also, firearms is included in that, but I will not be, like I said, I'm not an instructor. I'm trying to get someone else to do that. So we'll figure that out as it goes along. But I am trying to get at least a introductory type class going for the women who do want to learn. And then after that, you could decide, what you want to do from there. If you want to take a class, you want to take a course. But I know how it could feel when you're not really sure that it's something that you want to do, and you don't want to pay all this money, and then you decide, hey, I don't like this, or I don't want to do this, or I'm not comfortable with this. So it's sort of just like to help you sort of figure out if this is something you want to do before you have to pay all that money and take a course. Okay, so when it comes to my training, the questions I've been being asked, it was first, when did I start training? I started training in November. I posted that on my Instagram, which is Unicorn of Positivity. And I sort of broke down that when I first started, I was sort of terrified of guns. And it wasn't the tool itself. It was more the fact of I was dealing with people who had them illegally. So the way that I seen them was very negative. And then, like, even the sound of the shots, it would startle me every time. So just getting past that was going to be a big thing for me, which is why I never went to the range before. Also, I was never comfortable enough with an instructor. If I felt like I went somewhere with an instructor, which I did before, and I didn't feel safe, I didn't feel comfortable, I didn't feel like that person paid attention to sort of what my concerns was, then I didn't want to take that class. I didn't want to take that course. I didn't want that person to train me. So that was sort of a complication I went through too, which I feel like everyone should definitely be comfortable with your instructor. It's a big thing. Be able to open up and say what your concerns are from the beginning, not just force yourself through it. So with that being said, the first person I trained with, of course, was Train to Fight, Rock with the Glock. I've been posting him a lot on my social media and explaining that, sending a lot of people his way. He's a great instructor. He worked with me and took the time that I needed to sort of get comfortable. And that's a big thing for me. That was a huge thing for me. He also educated me enough to explain to me that firearms can save your life. They don't just take lives. They're not, everything about firearms is not the negative that I was used to. So that was a big thing because it changed my views. It changed my mind on how I seen firearms. And then from there, my confidence grew with me wanting to protect myself, protect my family, be able to protect my kids, and maybe one day save my life. So I really appreciate him for that. That was a big thing for me. So that's where everything sort of changed for me. And from there, we were training about every week indoors, working on fundamentals, sights, grip, stance, reloads, all that type of stuff. So from there, when he felt like I didn't have any more safety concerns, and I was okay to be outdoors, we went to the outdoor range. From there, we started doing little drills. We started, just working harder, working more, which I really appreciate him pushing me to sort of get to where I am now, where I was able to go and take a class out of state. So when I did that, the out of state class was definitely, I would say, more than I expected. It was an Evolve 1 class. It's a little bit more than a regular beginner's pistol class. We did a lot more drills than I expected. But it was altogether a great class. They really push you. They open up your mind to a lot of different scenarios that can happen while you're in a life or death situation. So it really makes you think a lot. It showed me that I still have a lot of work to do, which I already sort of knew anyway, but it's just going to push me harder. So now that I have come back to Philly and I'm back with Train to Fight, Rock with the Glock, he's going to push me more on drills, and he's going to push me more on other things that I need to work on, and sort of really paying attention to things that I sort of slack in, I guess you can say, or, that I still need training in. So that's a great thing. So training is a great thing. Training with other people is also a great thing because, everybody trains different. So you might train with somebody else and realize, hey, I didn't pay attention that I do this or I do that. Or, somebody might catch something that the other person didn't catch because they was focused on something else. So I think training with other people is a great thing. I do think at the beginning you should train with the same person. It's sort of just so you can get comfortable. I think that's a big thing. Being comfortable with your instructor, like I said, to me is a huge thing, because you don't want to feel intimidated. You don't want to feel uncomfortable, because then it sort of takes away from your craft and what you're trying to learn, because you're focused on how you feel with the situation with your instructor. So with that being said, I plan on taking more classes with other instructors. I am planning on still working very hard with Train to Fight. And that's it. Like I said, I am not trying to be this super soldier or anything like that. People be asking me all types of crazy stuff. Yes, I have shot other firearms, rifle, shotgun, that were very intimidating to me watching someone else do it, but then I did them myself and it was a great thing. Rock with the Glock sort of slowed it down for me and, expressed to me that, I'm your instructor. I'm not going to let you do anything that's not safe. And it helped me through it, and I pushed through it, and I did it, and I was glad that I did it. So sort of like with taking other training classes, I pushed through it, I made it through, and it showed me a lot about myself. that confidence, for one, is a big thing. Once you lose that confidence, you're sort of breaking down. You're trying to explain to yourself why can't you do something and finding excuses, compared to when you build up your confidence. You're like, hey, I'm gonna get through this. I can do this. And then you get through. And everything might not be perfect. Everything usually isn't perfect. But, you know, you can focus on what you need to work on and sort of go from there. So that's pretty much the breakdown of my training, the questions I've been being asked. Yes, a lot of people already know I shoot a Glock 43. I have shot other pistols too, but that's what I own. That's my EDC. So that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think of every question I was asked. It was pretty much like, what it was I training for? When did I start training? And if I'm done training, I'm nowhere near done training. I still have a lot of training to do, so you will be seeing more. I plan on posting more too on YouTube and breaking down different stuff I'm doing, because like I said, I am getting a lot of questions about what am I doing in training now. So I will start breaking that down to you guys even more. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting me through my journey. It means everything. Hopefully you will be seeing great things from me soon. Like I said, I'm still in training. I plan on training some more. So, and make sure you don't just go get a firearm, but you train and get you an instructor that you're comfortable with. And you know, don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. Focus on what you want to do and build your confidence and go do it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and talk to you later. Bye. Today's question of the day is, if you don't try, how do you know you will fail?
For today's word of advice, stop depending on everyone else to protect you and go out and get the training and learn how to protect yourself.
I promised you guys some extra footage, so I did put it in there. I just want you guys to be mindful of the fact that I am still in training. I still have a lot to learn. I know that I've already talked to my instructor about mistakes I made. So I appreciate you guys' feedback, but you don't have to go crazy on me. I already know. So anyway, hope you enjoy, and you know, you can't get nowhere if you don't remember where you started from. So. I'm only doing one.
One more.
How many you put in?
Keep shooting until it's done. So you got a mag in, nothing in the chamber, so you're gonna go, work the action, And then whenever you're ready, same rules apply, right? So it's a little bigger, a little more power. You won't really notice it. 45 pretty much shoots smooth. You'll see. Let's get it going. There you go. Punch out, all right. Still a Glock, so you know how the trigger works. All right, take your time. There you go. That's a perfect shot too. How'd that feel?
It wasn't bad.
Not bad at all, right? Told you. Wanna try some more?
Yeah.
Whew, look at that. Let's go. Same rules gonna apply. All right. So, slam the action forward. Here you go.
Alright.
There you go. Action back.
I can't. I was like stuck. I can't get it.
How you like that?
So what you think?
It was good.
You wanna shoot
Wasn't
some
it
more?
bad? I thought it was way worse.
It's not, well, no, not this one.
Yeah.
Try some more.
Wasn't that bad?
Max, you want to try some more?
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Hey.
Look at this. So look, how many more?
So I gotta take it off 50, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to change my target. Okay, I'm ready. How many put in? 4.
Great, you will fire 2 shots. What I would highly advise, ladies, is after your 2 shots, go what we call high port, which means finger nice and straight off the trigger, gun about right here. Okay? You can run a lot easier than this instead of worry about reholstering your gun.
KD, I kind of run is that okay?
What are who?
With the zoom position, like that?
Yeah, however you feel comfortable. All right? Just make sure we maintain finger discipline. All right? Go!
One, right?
Go.
Right.
Get a good grip. There you go. Go ahead. Run. Stop. There you go. Keep going.
I might be out.
All right, work. Reload. There you go. Keep working. Good job. Get a good grip. There you go. Go ahead. Run. Stop. There you go. Keep Go on.
I might be out.
All right, work. Reload, reload. There you go. Keep working, keep working. Good job, good job.
No.
Say thanks for watching.